Ayo, River. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having an absolute magical day, and thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We have Magic the Gathering Arena news and announcements for June 22nd, and also, a Boulder Gate Commander Legends pack opening at the end of the video. So today's news and announcement revolves around the Alchemy Boulder's Gate release, which is coming to Arena, I believe, on July 5th as the pre-release event. Check out your boy. We're going to be streaming all day, making new decks for everyone, which is super, super exciting. But before then, we have some previews to get through, some mechanics to familiarize ourselves with, and the pre-order bundles to talk about value-wise, which is super exciting. And of course, like I said, we're going to open that pack at the end. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the channel. And let's get after it. All right, here we are. First up, I guess, Specialize is a new mechanic. But before we get there, let's go up here to the news and announcements, just so you know what we are talking about today. For June 22nd, 2022, the pre-release or pre-order bundles are available, and we can talk about the value between the two of those as we get there. There's not too much to talk about, but again, if you're new to this, it may seem a little bit more confusing than it is. Anywho, what I know I will certainly be confused with is the new mechanics. So we're going to do our best to break these down. The first is Specialize. Pay mana and discard a color/land type of your choice to change your card to the new card with its effects. The change depends on which color you discarded. So first off, you're going to pay the Specialize ability. It's going to cost a certain amount depending on the card. In this example, I believe it is costing 2 if we scroll up a little bit here. So you're paying Specialize. It's on the stack now. And then all of these different options pop up for us. We can pick which one we want to do, right? So discarding a red card or a mountain for the red variant here. The Rakdos, red and black. Discarding a green or a forest for the Golgari, the green and black variant, which we see on the far right. Or potentially here on the far left, they have the option to discard a plains or a white card, which is really cool. So each of these different variants of the card or specializations will have a different ability, which is super exciting. And we can, while we're on it, scroll right down to the bottom. We're going to skip all this to show you what that will look like exactly while we're talking about it, right? So the Disciple of Rebirth for 3 mana will be one of these specializes. We can flip these all over just so you understand that they're all just the same card. These are all the same card, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. A 2/3 for 2, we can pay 2 to specialize. We can also pay 1 to exile target card from a graveyard, which I will come into play a little bit later here for each of the different specializations, which is cool. So again, we're playing this for 2. We have an additional 2 to specialize it. Hashtag let's go. We decide because we have options to go whichever route we want, right? Just like we see in the above picture, whichever color we want to take, we can do that. So in this case, discarding a plains or a white card. When this creature specializes, conjure a duplicate of target creature card exiled with this creature into your hand. The duplicate perpetually gains. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast this spell. And if its mana value was 3 or less, you may put it into the battlefield, which is ridiculously good, right? Oh my lord. And then we're paying 1 to exile target card from a graveyard, the same ability that's on the front side of it, which is quite nice, right? So moving on, if we wanted to discard a blue card or an island, when this creature specializes, choose up to 1 target creature card, 1 target instant and or sorcery card from among cards in exile with this creature. Conjure a duplicate of each of those cards into your hand. The duplicates perpetually gain. You may spend mana as though it were any mana color to cast this spell, right? So very, very cool. One is bringing back creatures potentially directly into the battlefield. The other is bringing back creatures, instants, and sorceries into your hand. Very, very good. Again, just to go through all of these, I suppose the Disciple of Blood, when this creature specializes, conjure a duplicate target creature card exiled with this creature into your hand. The duplicate perpetually gains. You may spend mana as though you or any mana to cast this spell. And then when this creature enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life, right? So you can see how all of these different specialization abilities can come into play, which I really think will open up the variety of decks that we're going to be seeing, which is super exciting because it's one card that you can now play within basically 5 different decks, which is like very cool. Anywho, the Disciple of Violence as the red variant here. When this creature specializes, conjure a duplicate of target card exiled with it into your hand, creature card, mind you, and then the duplicate perpetually gains +1/+0, gains haste, and you may spend mana as though it were any color, right? So that's pretty cool, right? Having a creature card now have haste. The Disciple of Strength is our last here as Golgari colors, again with the green or forest discard to have it become this. Conjure a duplicate of target creature card exiled with this card into your hand. The duplicate perpetually gains +2/+2 and gains. You may spend mana as though it were any mana to cast this spell, right? So +2/+2, +1/+0, and haste. Loses 2 life, gain 2 life. Spells back into hand, can cast those. Creatures, instants, and sorceries. Creature back, mana 3 or less directly into play, right? So all of these drastically different effects from the creature that all come from one creature. Very interesting. This is an arena-only mechanic, I believe, right now as a digital, because it's, you know, how do you give all these cards out to people? That'd be ridiculous. Some more mechanics, not mechanics necessarily. Well, we do have more mechanics to get through, but there's more cards here is what I mean to say as well. More spoilers that we will get to throughout the video, and we'll show you where to check out the rest of the spoilers that will be coming out as we wait for Baldur's Gate's official release date. Anywho, with Specialize out of the way, now we can talk about Double Team. I won't even make the joke. When a creature with Double Team attacks, if it's a non-token, conjure a duplicate of the original into your hand, and then they both lose Double Team. This is really, really good card advantage. You know, anytime that you're getting just cards out of the ether is fantastic, especially, you know, if they're into your hand, that's a draw. So now you've got a big creature. I can just imagine which creatures are going to have Double Team on them. Like, oh my lord, stop it. So, you know, I'm just thinking of, you know, the dragon that enchants a land to deal damage to the person unless they sacrifice it. You know, what if you're making more of these into your hand? Thundering Rage is another, like, oh my lord. This is going to be ridiculous, and you're going to have to deal with these creatures before they attack, because you do not want this Double Team to be popping off, because it's like a free draw, and it's not even just a draw. You know, it's better than a draw because it is a specific card that they've grabbed. It's not a land. It's not, oh, is that a card I need or not? It's like they know what card they're getting. That is very, very good. What if you could put Double Team, you know, like as a green instant speed spell, target creature gains Double Team or something on the Workshop War Chief? Let's go. There's so many cool options here, and I'm looking to discover how more of these mechanics will work within the spoilers as we progress through. Boon, a new to MTG Arena mechanic not exclusively to the Alchemy Horizons Baldur's Gate set. Boon is a way to represent delayed triggers similar to an emblem, but they trigger only once, and once they do, they'll disappear. If you're familiar, Molten Impact, dealing 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If it deals excess damage this way, make that boon counter, and the next time you cast an instant or sorcery spell, deal that XX damage to your chosen target, right? So this is that, as far as I am aware. It makes sense, and you know, we'll see more of that. So in this case, we have an Arcane Archery with Boon on it, and whenever you cast your next creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Reach, Trample, right? Beautiful. Tenacious Pup, another good example of this. When it enters play, you get this kind of like the Boon emblem, and then, you know, when your next creature enters play, you're going to gain life. That creature gets +1/+1, you know, trample, vigilance, the whole 9 yards. So, you know, just kind of cementing this and letting you know that there's going to be more of that, which is super exciting. And that's a really good mechanic. Like, whenever you're storing excess value to use later on, big thumbs up over here, right? And then we've got the bundles. We have the pre-order bundles to talk about. So the Wheel Pack for 50 bonesies. which is ridiculous. There's no way this costs 50 USD and 50 euros. I don't think the euro is equal to the US diesel, but I know it'll cost thousands of Canadian dollars. We'll leave it at that. Oh! Anywho, you get this cool sleeve, the Duelist sleeve. You're also going to get 50 packs. You're going to get 5 mythic packs, which are my favorite. You're going to get the packed Duelist card, which is exciting. That's going to be a mythic. And then you'll get the card style, so you can wild out on all of your friends. Or you could get the Zell play bundle. You get the sleeve, which is pretty cool. You're going to get the pet, which is even cooler. Then you get the mastery pass here. You'll get 10 levels. You get 3 draft tokens, a sealed token. You'll get the Lazelle, which I can assume to be mythic, as well as the style to wild out on your opponents with. So this is very cool. One coming with 50 packs and 55 packs actually, and some goodies. And the other coming with the mastery pass and then the draft tokens, right? That's kind of what we look towards. And honestly, I feel that they are both pretty decent value. However, if you can only get one of them, if you're like, well, I'm on a budget, I don't know if I should get the Lazelle or if I should get the Will. Well, I think that you should get the Lazelle. And then I think that you should be doing these draft events. You should be doing the sealed events to increase your collection. And you have the Mastery Pass, which is going to, fill out your collection further on throughout the season as well. In contrast to just, here's the 50 packs, go have fun. I believe that there is more value stored within this bundle. However, you have to work for it, right? You have to do those drafts. You have to do those seals. You have to wait the whole season for the Mastery Pass to level up in, comparison to where just here's your 50 packs, 55 packs, have fun. So if you're willing to work for it, I think this is a great option. Of course, you're going to be saving some money if you're going to be buying packs and spending on the game anyways. Here you can get some extra goodies for free is a nice way to think of it. We already talked about the Disciple, so we have some extra spoilers here that we can go through. Gate of the Black Dragon. This is a swamp gate. Gate of the Black Dragon enters the battlefield tapped. We can pay 4, tapping it as well, which is basically 5 land, to seek a non-land card. Activate only once. Only once! It's still not that bad. Of course, it's non-legendary land. We can play multiples of this, right? And I would assume there will be one for every color. Mace of Disruption for 2 as an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +0/+2 and has protection from demons and from devils. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, it perpetually gains +1/+0. And if it has the same name as another creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard. Interesting. That's actually not too terrible. Wow. Null Hunting Party for 6 as a 4/4. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature you've attacked with this turn. It has double team, and as long as it is your turn, the Hunting Null Party will have first strike. Arcane Archery. Moving on here to the second row. Instant speed spell for 3. Target creature gets +3/+3, gains reach, and trample until the end of turn. So a nice offensive and defensive spell. You get a boon with whenever you cast your next creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it, a reach counter, and a trample counter on it. So that is a very interesting and definitely not a bad card. John Icarus the Exile for 4 mana as a 3/5 legendary creature, elf, wizard, and at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If your library has more cards in it than target opponent's library, otherwise each opponent mills 5 cards. That's fairly interesting. Now we're into our event schedule. The Chromatic Cube kicks off this Friday. That is tomorrow. So again, these are phantom events. You won't get to keep the cards, but holy Toledo's, what a fun event that is. We also have the Alchemy Horizons coming to Arena for everyone on July 7th. Of course, the pre-release event will be July 5th. You can check out your favorite streamers. They're going to be playing with all access accounts, so you can build wacky decks with them, try all the new cards. It will be a blast. On the 8th to the 11th, we've got that meta game challenge, right? So, what decks did you like? And let's figure out the meta right away. And then the Dragon Brawl. Okay, now you have my attention. Now you got my attention. Okay. Then we've got some quick drafts, Innistrad Midnight Hunt, Crimson Vow, and then Boulder Gate. So you're going to have to wait until the 22nd if you want a quick draft. So sad. Midweek Magic, we have Momir. Okay. Historic Artisan, my favorite. Alchemy, Boulder's Gate, Phantom Draft. Womp, womp, womp. But nonetheless, it's a good way to practice the format before spending any money to understand exactly how that's going to work. And then Historic Pauper, can't wait. Premier Play schedule, if you are in the competitive scene, we have the qualifier play in events on July 16th, July 22, and July 23. We're playing Alchemy, Boulder's Gate, Phantom Sealed. That is going to be a ton of fun. I am excited to play these new cards against the best players in the world. Qualifier weekend events. We have June 18th and June 23rd. We will be playing Explorer on the 18th, and on the 23rd, we're back to Boulder Gate's Phantom Sealed. And then here is your rank seasoned and your rewards. You can get the Syndicate Infiltrator and the Galagreeters card style. Okay, that Galagreeters is definitely worth it, doggy. So we're interested to see that. So with this all out of the way, right? We covered a lot today. There's some more spoilers coming out. And now where can you find these spoilers, right? Where to find Alchemy Horizon Boulder Gate previews? Well, there's a big old list. And of course, we'll have these links in the description if you want to click on those. Check out these other fantastic content creators. Holy Toledos, there is a lot of them for you to discover. And they all have a new Boulder Gate card to preview the community, to the community, I should say. Holy Toledos, holy Toledos, we have made it to the pack opening. Okay, kids, look at this. Magic the Gathering, Commander Legends, Dungeons and Dragons, Battle for Boulder Gate. That's a set booster. Let's not waste any time. Just tear into it, HEG. Clean it up later. You'll regret that, I'm sure. Loving these full arts. I say this all the time, right? Just so beautiful. I mean, I don't know if you want to call this thing beautiful, but it is there. We've got a swamp. We've been opening up a lot of these swamps. Let me tell you what. The Endless Water. We like the alt arts here. Nightmare Speaker. That's interesting. We've seen most of these cards already, so we just kind of slam through them and look for the bangers, right? Just looking for the good ones, Doogie. The Shiny. Little Research. Little Stone Skin. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Rasad Bashir. Yes, you've done it. Slaughter the Strong. Oh, Doogie. Doogie, this is my first wanted pull. I'm going to be honest. Not holographic, not full art, but I'm going to allow it. Elminster for 5. 5 loyalty when he enters. Whenever you scry, the next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn costs X less to cast, where X is the number of cards looked at while scrying this way. +2, draw a card, scry 2. -3, exile the top card of your library, create a number of 1/1 blue fairy dragon creature tokens with flying equal to that card's mana value. Elminster can be your commander. Oh, wow. And that's a mid-pack draw. We do not mind that. We got the Sage. We have a holographic Dungeon Delver. That's actually fairly interesting. And then the Altar of Baal for 2 mana as an artifact. Bone Offering here for 3 at sorcery speed as an adventure. Creating a 4/1 black skeleton creature token with menace. Okay, whatever. For 3 mana plus a tap. Exile target, just a creature you control. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only at sorcery speed. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow. We are interested in that. We have a holographic Outlander and then a skeleton token. Let's go. That is not a bad pack. And I don't think any of our packs here have been that bad. We're taking home an Elminster and an Altar of Baal. Ayo, River. We love it. And we love you. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one. You have an absolute magical day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. And we'll see you soon in the next.